Hi, I'm Barry Foster.
And I'm Gary Foster.
And welcome back to Antipodean Journey. This is episode number 6 with UP Langreo. And today we do have two very big games to show you. We're away to Torrelavega in the first match, and then we'll be home to Loredo in the second match. But before we get to Torrelavega, we did have a friendly that we've just played. And what happened there, Gary?
Well, we actually played pretty well against a team from a higher division. We came away with a 3-2 win. Dominated the scoreboard at least, although XG tends to suggest we're under the pump for most of the game, but we came home with a late goal.
We did. I mean, it was a bit of a struggle. They had almost double the number of shots as we did, but we did get the late winner to clinch the match. So even though it was a friendly, it was good to see the boys getting a victory. But today, Torrelavega, that's going to be a pretty important game for us because they're only 2 points behind us on the table. And Loredo, the game after, they're only a point ahead of us. And the board still has, they're still giving us an F for failure. And as you can see on the insecure jobs list, we're sitting in position number 2, which I don't think is very good.
No, it's not. It's not great. The fans have also given us an F, which could stand for a number of things. But yeah, we're number 2 on the insecure list with a lot to play for in the next 2 games. So Torrelavega, they've got it all to do as well. So if a draw is going to be good enough for us to take the field against Loredo or to take charge against Loredo, I don't think it will be.
No, I think we're going to have to win this game to probably keep our jobs. But anyway, without further chit-chat, let's go and play Torrelavega. And here's the starting 11 for today's match. Gillian goal, Piccoli, Alain, Hevia and Perez across our back line, Hernandez, Sambo, Sanchez and Davo Fernandez in midfield, and up front Oscar and Imad will lead the attacking line. So let's go and chat to the boys.
Right, well the options we've got here are a cross between piss poor and
a rock and a hard place.
Yes. Well, we're going to be calm. I guess we can go out and tell them to have fun, although that goes against the grain a bit, but we'll run with that just to see what happens.
Well, we'll find out very quickly if the boys like that team talk. Yeah. It has worked for me, not always, but it has worked. Yeah. But whether it works here is another matter.
Yeah, well, they've got themselves into a poor position, and although we're on a great run of form, a good run of form, I don't know why they shouldn't be made aware of that fact. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Okay,
very quick highlight, which is good.
Could be good on the attack.
Young Perez, Sanchez, tried his luck.
Deflection, took corner. It on the chest and deflected, so, okay.
Early corner.
Far post.
As always.
Yeah.
Who's there? Alain, free header, goal. Well, there you go.
Who said that tactic doesn't work?
Well, there's still about 93 minutes to go, or maybe not quite 93, but there's 83 minutes to go plus extra time, but or added time. But good opening.
Yeah, and we've been known to concede 2 goals in 3 minutes anyway, so it's still up for grabs.
And there's a very big crowd turning up, nearly 1,800 fans for this game.
Goodness. Okay, it's a very good crowd for 2 struggling teams.
It is. Maybe they've got a bigger fan base than us.
Yeah.
But anyway, Torrelavega with a good header by Alain. He's all fired up.
He is.
Well, he was.
He was.
And well, there's the reply.
There's the quick
and the guy's bloody well injured.
He's only on one leg. What are you doing?
Well, that shouldn't shock anyone that Langreo have conceded so quickly after taking the lead. But good header by Alain, but then the defence there just didn't stop him.
3 shirts around him. And it's that problem that we saw early on where we do the defensive header and it gets the second phase is cleaned up by the opposition. So, yeah, well, I hope they substitute Brian pretty quickly, or Brianne very quickly.
Yes, unusual.
We don't want him scoring more goals against us when he's on one leg.
But anyway, we're getting towards the halfway mark of the first half, and we've had 6 shots to 1, so we've been doing more attacking. 5 corners to 0. We saw a couple of those corners, but no more highlights as yet.
No, we'll. The numbers suggest that our midfield isn't operating terribly well. I thought there was a highlight coming up there, but now.
Got one now, and it's Torrelavega with possession, which worries me. Because what are they going to do now? And that's a deflected shot for a corner, the dreaded corner.
Yes. Defensively, we're always a little bit apprehensive at corners, aren't we?
Always.
Yeah.
I'm never, ever confident.
Yeah.
Anyway, Garcia for the home side, and that's...
Ballooned over the bar. Happy with
put
that.
wide.
Happy with that. Right. We just need some ball, please.
Well, so far no one's really having a shocking match for us. Piccoli's a little bit down, but
Hernandez.
they're holding it together,
Yeah.
which is good to see.
We're looking at Imad to come back from his hat trick from a couple of games ago.
Anyway, Hernandez with the header,
Ooh.
and there's Alain with a second. Amazing.
So that was near post.
It was, yes, near post from the left-hand side, but
Goodness me.
he beat his markers and he's found the back of the net for a second time in the match.
Okay.
Good header.
Well, it's goals on the goals that count, so I don't care if they're being scored by our centre back.
And another corner.
Oh,
Penalty. It is, given.
Oh.
So Alain got nudged. So he's going to
no.
he's going to get his... He gets his hat trick. I didn't look at the penalty takers list. I can't remember who's number 1. Maybe it is him. But he's made it 3-1.
Oh, centre-back scoring a hat-trick.
It's a little bit unusual.
Oh, jeez.
We'll have to have a look at that list at half-time.
Yeah.
Maybe he is the best taker in the
Well,
team.
he got the biscuits, so we can just give him all the platitudes that he wants.
Well, he's sitting on 9.1, so
Probably the highest. I don't think I've ever had a centre-back score 3 goals.
a little bit rare. But anyway, that's a pretty good half-time lead, 3-1. Let's go and chat to the boys.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean the job's on the line. So we have to point the finger and say we're happy, but we want them to keep up the performance.
Well, you've got to be happy leading 3-1 at half-time. Hopefully they don't get too cocky and let the game slip away from them, because I've seen that before.
Yeah.
But it was a very good opening 45 minutes, but you've got to give it to one man.
Yeah. Alain's done well. So Piccoli is also not playing terribly well.
No, the left defender is on a yellow as well, so maybe we'll do a very quick substitution.
Yeah, he picked that up just before half-time, which was... it wasn't part of the highlight, but it might pay to get rid of that.
Okay, we've made 2 subs. Ruiz has come on for Piccoli and Homet for Oscar. But we're still holding on to the 3-1 lead.
Yeah, time is ticking away, which is always good news. And interesting that they've left Brian still on the field, even though he's carrying an injury. I mean, if I did that in personal save, he'd be out for the next 6 weeks.
Absolutely, it's a little bit odd. I have seen that happen before in the game, but anyway, he's the man in question with the ball. So they're still attacking.
It's Brian. It is actually a Brian Martin.
He's got a reply.
You mongrel. Martin.
I mean, yeah, he's got his Brian Martin. He must be an Englishman playing in Spain, but that was a bit of a soft goal to concede.
Oh, flappy header.
I mean, the keeper made a poor attempt to
He's
try.
got lead in his boots. Couldn't he get off the bloody ground?
That was a bit of a poor attempt.
Jesus.
But anyway, 3-2. That's the way it goes. 20 odd minutes maybe to play, and Once again, Torrelavega with a highlight.
Hopefully it's a turnover.
Hopefully. I don't really want to see an equaliser.
No, it'll all make things a little bit tense.
But they're doing some more good interception by Perez. Now, not a very good pass.
No, I thought he could have made a bit better of that.
He could have. The striker could have maybe anticipated. But anyway, loves Samba with a good run through midfield. Now, this is Davo. He can have a crack if he wants to.
Drives into the box.
That was a pretty good shot.
Yeah. Interesting now that they've got, Brienne. I always thought, they've finally taken him off, denied him a hat-trick, so he won't be happy with that.
Anyway, free kick.
Good.
Well, good save. Good save by our keeper.
Yes.
I must admit, he might have had butterfingers there, but he made the save.
Well, he's done well to keep us in the game there. Conceding at this stage would have made the last 10 minutes very, very tense indeed. Long hopeful ball.
But anyway, this is Davo, good header. Imad. Haven't seen much of Imad so far, but he's sitting on a 6.8, so obviously he's had a decent game. But it's Torrelavega with possession.
Oh, 3 players go up for the ball.
He might be onside. And there's the equaliser. We'll fancy that, eh?
3 players went for the bloody ball.
That's the way it goes. As I said to you at half-time, that half-time team talk, I've had a few issues with this version of Football Manager.
Yeah, but look at that. There's 4 players there.
It's poor. Good strike, but once again, the keeper, poor attempt.
Yeah.
He really didn't do a great deal.
Well,
I don't want to see this a third time. Thank you.
Tight offside. So do you want to go all out attacking for the last few minutes? All or nothing?
Well, we'll do that because our job might be on the line here. We've squandered a 3-1 half-time lead, and will a point save us? Will a point allow us to go and play the next game?
Don't know.
But this is probably the dying 30 seconds of the game, and once again it's Torrelavega with possession. Now Sanchez to Samba. Good defensive header, but Hernandez can maybe drive it back in. Imad. He has maybe saved our bacon.
Oh, we might live another day.
I think we will.
Oh, not another week at least anyway.
I think we will. What we'll do is we'll just quickly start time wasting like nothing on earth.
Slow the tempo down.
And
we're still more expressive though.
We'll change that as well, but very good cross by Hernandez.
Yeah.
He didn't give up.
Yeah.
And the young lad got his head to it.
Yes, he came back from he got us in our golden run of form, so he'd be our top goal scorer, I think, for quite a time.
In the last league match, he got a hat-trick. So he's certainly on 4, maybe more.
4-3. I hate Football Manager. It's a prick of a game.
Well, yes, it can be, but looks as though we have walked away with a very, very valuable 4-3 victory and 3 points in the bag, and the best player was Alain, of course, with three goals, sitting on 9.6.
Yeah.
So let's go and chat to the boys.
Okay.
Well, we've got to be happy with this. It was a very nice victory. Well done. Let's see how the rest of the competition fared. And as you can see, that 4-3 victory over Torrelavega has pushed us into 13th position on 20 points. We're now 2 points ahead of Loredo. They do have a game in hand, and that's the team we play next.
Yes, we've rocketed up the table, and we're only 11 points off a playoff position, if you want to look at it that way.
Well, I'm not looking that too far ahead. But we have disappeared from the insecure list, which is very pleasing to see. In fact, we're right on the bottom now, which is a better position than number 2. And if we look at Club Vision, as you can see, the board have moved us up to an E, no longer an F. E's not really good, but it's better than an F. And even the supporters, C-.
Good grief.
So they, they're still disappointed, but only slightly. So that's a little bit encouraging that we've pulled off that victory, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
No.
We've got to do the same against Loredo, and that's going to be a home game, so let's go and prepare for that.
Yep.
And here's the starting 11 for today's match against Loredo. We've selected the same starting 11 as the last game. We've got Gilly in goal, Piccoli, Alain, Hevia and Perez across our back line, Hernandez, Samba, Sanchez and Fernandez in midfield. Oscar and Imad will lead the attacking line. Unfortunately, we've got Hommett out injured, which is a bit of a shame. Apparently he got injured very late in the last game, but we have brought back into the bench Arzaluz, who's not really 100% fit, but we haven't got too many options, unfortunately. But anyway, let's go and chat to the boys.
Yep. Okay, well, we're at home, so regardless, we'll be assertive. So we'll point the finger, and we'll go with our home form is important to us. A lot of better options than what there was in the last game. So fingers crossed.
Well, absolutely, and the home form is important, I must admit. I don't think that's a wrong thing to say to the team. When you're playing at home, you really do want to pick up 3 points. But another very big game. The board and the fans have said we want to win.
And it's wet again in northern Spain, which is, unusual, I would have thought.
A little bit chilly, but we've got a very quick highlight already in the game, and it's Perez with a throw. And he puts in a pretty good cross.
Alain.
And Alain, I don't believe it. That's number 4 in 2 games.
What was he doing up for a throw?
I'm not quite too sure, but
what?
Maybe...
Had we just had a corner?
No, it's a throw-in.
Throw.
And Lorraine was up there. Maybe with the throw-ins, I've put him up there because he's tall and he's good with his head.
Yeah, gosh.
But
okay.
let's not argue and complain, because that's another great goal.
Yeah.
I mean, our strikers should be scoring like that, but thank God somebody is.
That's right. Well, he scored off the mark early, so...
He'll end up being our leading goal scorer.
That's right, yeah. Well, that's what? How did you say? 4 in 2 games. So.
That's right. So...
and we discovered the issue of the penalty as well, because we've allowed the fact to a player to score... or take the penalty if he's on a hat trick. So
exactly, yes. That's why he got the penalty.
Yeah. So anyway, he's a little bit down the pecking order in penalties. He's not even in the top half dozen, but ratings wise, he's not far off the top.
No, he's not. We don't have great penalty takers, I must admit. But anyway, let's not count our chickens yet, because Loredo with some possession, and they're going to keep it too. Yeah. Playing in a lime green shirt. You don't often see that, do you?
No, it looks like a referee strip.
But once again, over the top, and he's missed.
Oh,
he butchered it.
Well, I thought he was offside. He seemed to be on the shoulder of the last defender.
Yeah, sometimes the offsides are very, very tight, I must admit. But they've got possession again. So, and they'll be up for this game, because it's a very important game for them as well, since they're just in the playoff zone, or the relegation zone, I should say.
Another header that skims our net. Now, we do have a habit of conceding soft goals.
Oh, we do. And once again, a free kick, which has been headed away.
But not cleared.
Not very far, but not penalty.
Alain.
Oh, yes, he's given it away.
Oh, dear.
He was too forceful. He's too fired up.
Give me a hat trick, you bastard.
Well, what can our keeper do?
It's the mister.
Hey.
He'll save?
Did he... I think it's a corner. I think
he saved.
He saved it. Unbelievable.
Good grief. As soon as the 2 soft goals that he conceded in the last game, pulls off a great save.
He did. It wasn't well taken, I must admit. But I didn't expect him to get a big paw up.
No. Interesting to see how Alain's stats go, because normally when you concede a penalty, your stats bottom out. But he had scored, and that's
a goal.
What? How did that not go across?
Well, maybe it didn't we? Well, we don't have goal line technology at this level, but it must have been very close.
Yeah. They those rebounds that you get in this version of FM, they're very rarely do you get the toe poke across the line.
That's true.
Sanchez Alain again.
Oh, he's hit the woodwork.
It's the woodwork.
But we get a corner. Well, I'll tell you what, he's very dangerous now for set pieces.
Oh, yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on him, making sure he's in that 6-yard box. So where is he now? On the far post?
Probably near post, but...
near post he was.
That was kicked away. Would have
Piccoli-
taken his head off.
Yeah, Piccoli to set it up again, but no highlight came of it.
Well, we're fast approaching half-time. Not a big crowd here, under 400 fans here. Bit of a shame we don't get more support. But that's the way it is at Langreo. And that's the half-time score, 1-0, thanks to Alain. Let's go and chat to the boys. Okay, half-time, point the old finger, and we're going to go with the assistant this time. Yeah. Things are going well, but maybe we're capable of even better.
It would be nice to think so.
Well, I think, being at home, you've got the right to say that. But we'll keep an eye on Oscar because he's struggling a little bit up front.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing, and maybe we should just give him a reminder because there's a young lad in the under-19s who's banging the goals in. So, it could be a bit of a squad rotation thing happening there. But
yeah, so that young fellow scored 4 with a perfect 10 in his last game for the under-19s. So we're going to keep an eye on him. Okay, we've made 3 substitutions. We brought on Guerrera, Iglesias and Arzaluz. They're on the pitch and we'll give them a run for the next 25-odd minutes.
Yeah.
But we're still holding on to that 1-goal lead thanks to Alain in the 6th minute.
Yeah, and Perez has just picked up a booking, which isn't ideal, but he's still rating well, so hopefully he won't do anything silly in the next 20 minutes.
But... we've hit the woodwork twice as well in this match, so it could have been more than just 1-0. Well,
Alain was one of them.
Okay, we made our final 2 substitutions. We brought on young Ruiz and Iker Rodriguez has also come on as we race towards the 90-minute mark. 16 shots to 8, but here's Loredo with a free kick. This is dangerous, but he's put it over the bar just as well.
Well, I'm going to pad out these extra...
And we'll do a bit of time wasting, I think, and we'll be a bit more disciplined as well. And we'll try and run the clock down. But look, once again, they played pretty well, I reckon. It's only been 1 goal in it, but this was another huge game.
Well, once again, it might have been enough to save our bacon for another week.
We'll give the boys a bit of praise, and then too late. It's 1-0. It's all over. So that's another very big win for Loredo and also for the Foster brothers. And Alain once again getting probably man of the match with a very good goal. And he's sitting on a rating of 8. So let's go and chat to the boys.
Yeah, let's go.
And once again, you've got to be happy with the way we played. We picked up 3 points at home. Another massive three points. So let's go and find out how the rest of the competition fared.
Well, we've put some daylight between us and Laredo now, so hopefully the table is looking quite... Oh, look at that. We're rocketing up the table.
Not quite rocketing, but we have cemented ourselves into 13th position. I don't know whether that's good luck or bad luck, but we're 5 points clear of Laredo. They do have a game in hand, but I'd rather be sitting on 23 points than 18 points. So I think that's... a job well done, but the question is, what do the board think? Let's go and find out.
Yes.
Well, we might be sitting in 13th position on 23 points, but unfortunately the board still have us with an E, which is a bit of a shame. I thought they might have moved us off an E, and the supporters still a C minus. So we've still got a fair bit of work to do. And our next game is another very important one. It's away to Polvoren, and they are only a few places below us on 17 points. That's really another 6-pointer I think we've got to go for.
Yeah, well, if we look at the table, we've been able to beat those teams around us, so we're in a good run of form, and we'd be expecting, I think, 3 points out of that Polvoran game.
Well, I think so. And once again, if we don't get the 3 points, I have a feeling we're going to be moving up the insecure list rather rapidly. But that's the video for today. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. Until next time, I'm Barry Foster.
And I'm Gary Foster.
We'll see you then.
All the best now.